All right, everybody. Welcome to week 6. I want to go over a couple of things. First and foremost, your final paper, the final draft of your paper was due last night. And I think there was a bit of confusion. I want to say that for the most part, everybody got it submitted, but there's a few people that did not. And I think there may have been some confusion about where you were supposed to submit it. The final drafts, and I'm certain that I said this in a video, but if we missed it, it's okay. The final draft should have been submitted in Blackboard. And I want you guys to make sure that you are kind of reading the chart because it shows you how to submit. So it shows you, if you look over in kind of this, all the way in this right-hand corner, it says submit as a BB assignment. That's Blackboard. So whenever it's telling you that, there's certain things obviously that you're completing in Connect, but there are, these major assignments that are actually being done in Blackboard. So you got to use your resources, guys, and make sure that you are actually reading each part as you're going through. And I don't normally go through all of this stuff. We normally just kind of talk about the assignment and when it's due, but please make sure that you're paying attention to all of these details, okay? So that final draft was due last night. It was due in Blackboard, and you were supposed to submit it in B11. So if you kind of, obviously pay attention to where it's, which section it is, and then the assignment, and then where it's supposed to be submitted, okay? I think a lot of students were kind of stuck on B10, which was completed in Connect. That was the self-assessment and the reflection. Those things will be graded in Connect. So they are not the same thing as your actual final draft, which is, was the final draft of your paper. And let's kind of go in here. So inside of B10, obviously, and we're just going to click it. When you click that, it's going to take you to Connect, right? So we're going to go back. So B10 is in Connect. That is in the McGraw-Hill book. When you go to the final draft, which is what I showed you guys via video last week, when you click on that, it shows you the final draft. It shows you the Jaguar tutoring, because I encourage you guys to use that as well. When you click on that final draft, it was showing you how to submit. Now, some of you have questions about the Safe Assign. You do not have to submit a separate thing. This system, once you attach upload your file down here, it's going to check for the Safe Assign. Now, it is, once you attach your file, it is going to ask you, and it shows you over here, because basically by submitting, you're basically saying that you're okay with your paper being checked by these systems, okay? So essentially, that was what that paper was about. I know that there are some students that may have had trouble with getting this assignment in. I am going to, and I know, again, I do have a late policy, right? If you guys can get this paper submitted by 7 p.m. tonight, and matter of fact, I'll give you until 9 p.m. tonight. If you haven't already, and perhaps you just had a couple of issues with submitting it, if you get this paper submitted tonight, I will still grade it, okay? But I definitely need you guys to go ahead and get it submitted. It is going to show up as late on my end. It'll show up on late, as late on your end as well. But, because I understand that sometimes these things are confusing, this system is confusing, and this is a learning curve for us all, because this is a new book for me as well. So it's something new for us all. We're working through the kinks, right? So it's okay. So for now, obviously for this particular assignment, and we're still working our way through, I'm going to allow you guys to submit it up until tonight. And then if you have an issue outside of that, you need to reach out to me, okay? Now, if you're having technical issues, we've kind of already talked about these technical issues, and I know we've talked about them multiple times in the book. You want to go over and use either the Clear Your Cache and your cookies, or you want to contact the eTextbook support. Now, if eTextbook support tells you that they cannot help you, then you want to send me an email, say, hey, Miss Davis, this is what they told me. What should I do? And then we will go from there and try to troubleshoot, figure out what it is. Okay? All right, so let's get out of here. So that is the assignment that was due last night. Again, I will give you a little bit of extra time to complete that. The next thing on the docket is B12, and I'm going to actually go back out so that way, because I like to let you guys see the calendar. So, You have B12, which is the narrative remix. The assignment instructions and resources are in there. We're going to look at it. You have to mark it as reviewed, right? And then obviously, you have to actually complete that reflection paper. You're going to post in the discussion board, and I'm going to show you just a second here. And then, of course, submit that reflection paper as a Blackboard assignment. So let's look at both really quickly. I do not have a link already set up, but I am going to make sure that there is a link set up for you guys so that you'll be able to see the Blackboard, the discussion board, okay? But I'm going to show you in just a second. So this is the narrative remix, and you know what? I'm jumping the gun here. Hold on. Let's go down. Let's actually look at the assignment instructions. So assignment instructions are here, right? Read through, make sure that you understand that, you have the appropriate link, that you are using MLA. All of these things are the tools. There's also a video, so use that. There's a sample paper, and then the rubric is here also. So please, please, please make sure that you are reading through all of these tools to help you with this particular assignment, okay? Now, for now, and I'm going to go just this way for now, this is the narrative remix. So this is B13. The instructions, and the reason why I didn't come this way is because the instructions are actually in the module, but I wanted to show you that that is one way that you can get to it. I'm going to create a fast link for you guys so that you'll be able to get to the actual link itself. Okay? Oh, wrong thing. I'm going to create a fast link inside of this module B. So it will be located. Let's scroll down. I'm going to put the fast link for the actual discussion board. I'll put it inside of the, I hate to put it in the instructions. Yeah, we're going to go here. So it will be inside of the narrative remix and reflection paper. Okay, so you'll see it. I'll probably put it right above this. Okay, but I'm going to create that fast link for you guys so that way you'll be able to get to it faster without having to go through clicking on collaboration. Okay, and of course that is obviously the normal way that you would want to do it, but I understand that sometimes having to click those extra buttons, it can get tricky. Okay, so I will make sure that that is available for y'all. But essentially, your goal, and let me just go back out, your goal for this week, and that this is what's due on the 26th, so next Thursday, you're going to be completing the narrative remix assignment and reflection paper. Okay, all of that is due obviously by 11:59, so next Thursday by 11:59. And I may go ahead and so you might see some an announcement very soon. I'm working on trying to figure out if there is a way to adjust the dates to give you guys a little bit of extra time. If I have the wiggle room within it, I may change some of these dates. You'll see a message that will let you know if these dates are going to change, to try to give you a little bit of extra time to help you guys out. Okay. And then of course we will just be moving on to module C. So we're wrapping up module B right now, and you guys will be working on, of course, again, finishing the narrative remix and that assignment along with the reflection paper. If you guys have any questions, please make sure that you reach out to me. I want to make sure also when you reach out, and I know I've said this in multiple videos, please make sure that you guys put your course and section number. So a lot of you are emailing me, and then I'm having to kind of go on a wild goose chase to figure out who you are and what class you're in. I teach multiple sections of this course, and it's so easy on your end if you go ahead and tell me what class you're in. So as you see, I always kind of go from this first course. So if you are in English 111, I08, that's what you will put. If you're in a different section, I09, I14, any of my other courses, please make sure that you are putting that in the actual, somewhere in the message. You don't have to put it in the subject line, but put it in the message so that way I have it. Okay. And that way I'll know, okay, let me go to this particular course to find this student. Okay. All right. Fantastic. I'm hoping that this was informative. If I need to create another video and send it out, I will. Otherwise, please just make sure that you guys get working on your work for this next week, and please pay attention to all announcements. Obviously, you're always going to go to the announcements area to find any announcements, videos, updates, all those things will be in the announcements area. Okay. I hope that you all have a great and fantastic Friday and a better weekend. All right. Talk to you guys soon.